Y'all don't forget to hit that thumbs up button as you enter into the chat, please. It helps your girl out. Thank you. Good morning, Lizzie. Good morning, Rock Reviews. Rock Reviews. So you have different rocks and stuff you review or something? Hey, Sarah. Good morning, Ansley, Taylor, Crystal, Bree, Justin, Rock Reviews, Cecilia. I love that name, Country Girl. Good morning. We just catching up on your videos. Period. Since I haven't been on much. Hey, you got a life too, you know what I'm saying? What's up? Please hit the thumbs up button. Period. 29 people, only 12 thumbs up. Come on now. Fucks with your girl. Help me out. Don't y'all want to see me shine? Good morning, Samantha. I collect... Hold on. I was going to, but I didn't review any yet. You totally should. But I collect a lot of rocks. I have... Ooh, I love rocks. I've always loved rocks since I was a little girl. When I was younger, I used to collect them. I stopped doing that. But I would love to get back into it. You at the quarry and stuff, when I was at work doing asphalt, you know how many beautiful stuff we found rock-wise throughout the quarry? Stuff that looked like crystals and stuff. Yeah, the plumbing's fixed. However, I'm still having a slight issue with the tub wanting to drain. And when what was it? When I was using my washer in my kitchen sink, I posted a TikTok video on it. I don't know if you've seen it. Bubbles and stuff were coming up out of it. From where I had been using soap in the sink, you know, and the water was rising or whatever. But other than that, everything's fixed. Let me show you the piping. This is what they had to replace. So this shit has never been changed at all. This is probably what was originally with the house. I'm most definitely sure of it. Look at that. Now imagine if this is what the pipes look like, what the hell I was washing. This is what I was washing my body in the water, because my water was coming through these damn pipes. That might be why I've been breaking out. Look at that shit. Look, this is not, oh my God, I didn't even know that. Y'all, look at that. That's not even able to have anything go through it. Wow. Wow, that's fucked up. Watch your mouth, Christina. What is that? Oh, man. I shouldn't have looked in this. This is, oh, I want to cry now. This is what I was, oh, that's my water. Ugh. My son. Oh, man. Ooh, that pisses me off. This bastard. Look, that our water was coming through this, y'all. Your water would come through a different set. What do you mean, a different set of pipes? What do you mean, a different set of pipes? These are the pipes. The water goes through the pipes. What do you mean? They replaced the pipes. My water was going through these pipes before they originally came out of the other pipe, Paul. He was making me wash my ball, you nasty tub. So that only goes outwards. So like when we wash our body and stuff, those are, the water is going through those pipes, right? Okay, so then what about if the pipes in the house look like that, Paul? What about the house pipes look like that? Oh, thank you, Samantha. When I first bought our house, we had to replace every water line in it. Oh my God. If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. How much did that cost you? I'm just curious because I'm thinking my landlord could have paid between 2,300 to $5,000, but I'm not sure. So I wonder what the pipes look like that the water is coming through, though. That's what's concerning me. If the pipes ain't never been changed or anything, because obviously it's never been updated. Yeah, if incoming pipes water would be. Yeah, if the incoming water pipes look like that. Well, sometimes when I run the bath water, I don't know since they changed the sewer line things, but before there was, when I would go to turn the bath water on, there was brown water coming out at first, and then it would run clear. Yeah, I did a water test. The only thing that was off was the pH balance a little bit, but everybody said that's to be or a girl named Tasha said that's to be expected with city water. Oh my God. Don't do that. You cannot do that. Sorry, y'all. I won't let you go outside. I'm about to keep the nuts chop, chop, chops. Keep playing with me if you want to. Sorry, I have to remain calm or he will jet off. Because if I would go, he would just... So I have to be calm, cool, collective. Damn. This child, 5,000. I knew he had to pay a pretty penny, and that's why he didn't want to have it done. And this man knew what was wrong. First of all, I know I said this a million times, but I'm going to say it again anyways, just in case somebody didn't know. So when I moved in, it was like, a few weeks after I moved in that it started happening. He came in the house, and before I put the shelf in here, when you walked in, you could see, and I wasn't even on my period at that time, you could see a box of tampons and baby wipes. So what do you think he did? He tried to blame it on that, and I'm like, no, just toilet paper's been flushed. Because, actually you can flush tampons, they're flushable, but I don't because, this is an older house, so therefore you just don't want to do it with an older house just in case. And I wasn't even on my period or anything at that point. Anywho, so they snaked the one drain. They did nothing else. I also have an upstairs bathroom and stuff. They only snaked the one drain. A few days later, it starts, what was it, a few days later? Not long after, it happened again. This time, what was it? What was it that, I know my son was taking a shower and the toilet had overflowed, but it was something, something wasn't draining. I think it was the bathtub or something. Anywho's, so I was going to try to get Drano and see if that would fix the issue before I'm going to call his ass out here. But my son was upstairs taking a shower, and I was on live when this happened, YouTube live. As a matter of fact, it's up. And my son was taking a shower, and the toilet downstairs overflowed. So had to call him out here again. And the second time is actually on YouTube Live. It's talking about me waiting on my landlord in the title. And you can hear the last 10 minutes, I believe, of the video is what you really want to watch. I mean, watch it all because it helps you grow out. But, the last 10 minutes is very key. So he comes over and looks at it himself and is acting like I'm lying about it or something. I don't know. I go upstairs, turn on the water for him, because I was trying to explain to him if we take a shower or anything upstairs, the toilet after a certain amount of minutes goes by, starts trying to overflow and stuff, or does overflow. So he checked it all out or whatever, and then I'm standing there and he's like, we'll see what happens. And then out of nowhere, he's like, well, maybe since you're having all these plumbing issues, you should consider moving. And I'm like, I've already given you all this money to move in and stuff. He goes, yeah, that was your rent and stuff for the month and to move in. I was like, yeah, but I just gave you all that to move in. You're going to have to fix this issue whether I'm here or not. He goes, well, do you flush cat poop? Or no, dog poop and cat litter? I said, no, just toilet paper. He's like, just toilet paper. I said, yeah, just toilet paper. And he goes, well, I just think it'd be best if y'all consider moving or something like that. You can go watch it and you can see exactly what he said. And that's when I got a little hateful with him. And I told him that I think he knew the issue was here. And he's basically just trying to get me out. And I told him I felt like he was a scammer because that's what I feel like. And yeah, I told him to get the hell out of the house and I would have to take him to court. And that I had all this documented. And I do. So, yeah. By law, he couldn't make me move because I ain't done nothing wrong. It's him who is going. And when you're a renter, you have obligations. I mean, when you rent to someone, you have obligations. That's just how it is. Don't be a landlord if you can't accept that. And don't try to pin that shit on me. That was wrong. And, okay, and the second time he come out here, too, he said in the video, he said, I seen with my own 2 eyes, because the guy snaked the same drain the second time. That's all they did. They didn't go upstairs. They didn't do nothing else. They also walked down to the basement and then walked back up and nothing came of it. He said he seen with his own 2 eyes that that drain was clear. Okay, well then if you seen with your own 2 eyes that that drain was clear, then how the hell am I stopping it up, buddy? That means there's a problem elsewhere. Durr. Okay? And so I just said fuck it, and I had to calm down because I didn't want to react off emotion. And I was like, let me gather my thoughts and figure out what I'm going to do. So I think me and my husband talk about it, and we're like, let's just call a plumber out there, see what they got to say. So I have one scheduled for that Friday coming up. Well, Thursday, he shows up with the same plumbing company that I have scheduled to come out here. And you can't tell them you're renting or they'll want to talk to your landlord before they come out and do anything. So I didn't mention that I was a renter or anything. And so they show up. They go straight down to the basement. They come up from the basement. They go outside, start chit-chatting. I go live. Wait, I'm thinking the landlord's going to say something to me about what's going on. He says nothing. They dip out. So I try to call the plumbing company after I got off live or whatever, and I didn't get an answer. Was it when I got off live or before I got off live? It was one of the two, but I didn't get an answer. I got a voicemail. So I talked to them the next morning, and I can't even believe they told me anything. But they said that, because he told my husband, because my husband called him once they left, because I'm like, they just left. And he told my husband that they were coming back out Monday or Tuesday, that he didn't know, they didn't tell him which day, to fix the issue. Didn't say what was wrong or anything. So when I talked to the plumbing company, look at this shit. Excuse you. Get down. But look at my purse. Oh my God. Anyways, so when I talked to the plumbing company, they informed me they were coming, and I knew they would give you the time and day because they give you the time and the hours are going to come out between. Anyways, they told me that they were scheduled to come back out Tuesday between 9 to 12 to change the sewer line or fix the sewer line or what. Change the sewer line. And that's what they did. They came out Tuesday, fixed the sewer line and all that shit. They're going to come back out here. They're waiting for it to be good and dry, but it keeps raining because they're going to grade down that dirt and stuff where they had to cut through or dig up the yard and make it look better. And they're going to take them pipes off. Oh, thank you, Abby, for the gift. I appreciate that. Look at the sticker. Dancing. Do your dancey dance. Do your dancey dance. I would turn on some music, y'all, but they be copyrighting a biatch. Someone told me I could go to, what did they tell me I can go to? Look up no copyright songs or some shit. Because they only copyrighted me for 2 of, or won't let me monetize it because it's copyrighted material or whatever, but I can go through there and mute the sound or mute that portion of the video out, which I've been meaning to do. I just haven't yet. Yeah, he does, Cecilia. Yeah, I wish we wouldn't have got away. I thought he was going to be better because this lady. Okay, when I met him, I was like, I wonder if he's one of them old men set in his ways type of thing. You know he's going to be set in his ways a little bit. I'm set in my ways at 34. Back in the day type of person, though. The one who thinks they can talk to women. However, I was wondering that. But I honestly thought he was going to be good because this lady has been renting here since 1999. This other dude has been here for a while. However, when I was doing some investigation work on him as a landlord, I found out that he bought these houses. I think it was 2018. It was either 2008 or 2018. I'm pretty sure it was 2018 though. So therefore, they really haven't been renting from him that damn long. So I was like, oh man. And the last tenant wasn't here very long. I found a lot of past tenants, but I cannot seem to find the very last one. And that's who I really want to talk to. I also have the contact information for the one before him, and I want to talk to that person too. I just have not called them yet. Because honestly, if I find out he did this to other families, and I'm pretty sure he did because look at them pipes, I almost want to give them the material to sue his ass, and I'm sure they could. I don't know if there's a statute on that or what, but because that's bullshit. You don't do that to people. But anyways, I'm going to try to tough it out, and because I want to buy a house the next time I move. I don't want to rent no more. So I'm trying to tough it out. I want to get my husband back with us, and we want to buy a house. That's our end goal. I done got something on my shirt. Honestly, yeah, I have gotten mail from past tenants, but I didn't think about it at the time. I haven't got anything since all this has occurred, but I have in the past. And I just put it in the mailbox and put return to sender. Hello, Miss Tina. I wish I messaged the stepmom about taking my daughter to a karate event and getting her soon or whatever, And she said, and it was pretty early that morning, so she said that she would ask her when she woke up. But I haven't heard anything back on that. But I have talked to the stepmom since, so I forgot to mention it yesterday. I'm going to mention it again today. Bullshit that I can't have my own daughter's number because um, of everything. And I'm not even going to say nothing. Never mind. I'm just keep my mouth shut. I got ways to get in touch with her. I just haven't, trying to respect her boundaries and let her come to the conclusion of her own and let her see the truth for her own self. I mean, by now she has to see, unless she's just avoiding all my videos and stuff so she doesn't have to realize the truth. That's why she wanted to look at the proof back in August of 2020, but now that I'm around her and I've been asking her to look at it and stuff because she asked for it, she won't look at it now. So, anyways, I have ways to get in touch with her because mamas do what they got to do to find out about their kids, especially when stuff like this is happening, so she could be mad at me for it, think I'm invading her privacy, whatever. But if I didn't love her, I wouldn't do it, but I do love her, and I've been alienated, and now even though I'm getting to see them, I'm not getting to see her very much because her mind is so manipulated that she doesn't want to see the truth. She doesn't want to handle the emotional trauma from it all. And I get it. I really do. I've been there as a child. But, when I was little, I wanted a relationship with my mom so bad. I wanted my mom to care like I care. And she didn't. But when my dad did this to her, I knew I thought in my head that it was true because my mom, didn't treat me very well and stuff, and it was easy to believe, but I always wondered if it was a lie. Did she really abandon me? I wanted to know the truth. And when I heard my mom tell me her side, I knew she was telling the truth. Even out of all the pain she caused me and everything else, I knew she was telling the truth. I felt it in my heart. I just knew, And I was happy to know that she didn't abandon me, and I was hoping that we were going to have a relationship after that, and I really wanted that with my mom. And it's just crazy to me. And my stepmom, I started seeing through her bullcrap too, because I got to a point where I wanted to call my stepmom mom, because, I was clinging on to that motherly connection I so desperately needed and wanted. And, but I started seeing through her crap. And my daughter being 16, she's not stupid by any means. She is very smart, okay? And I know she remembers a lot of the stuff she told me back in the past. And she'll sit there and say that she doesn't remember anything, just like her brother does, but they'll both tell me about 10 or plus things that they remember and not even realize they're doing it. That just shows you how much their head's been manipulated. But they feel like they have to say them kind of things, and I just don't know. My daughter has a chance to have a relationship with me, and my mom was very abusive to me, mentally, emotionally, physically, and I still wanted that relationship with her so bad. If my mama even put forth any effort like I do, I would have jumped on that so fast. So I can't understand why my daughter is not that way, because she's just like me in a lot of ways. But maybe everybody's different and they handle things their own way. I don't know, but my intuition, and I've always felt like I've had a gift anyways. Like, I can tell when someone's lying to me and when they're trying to play me. And a lot of times my biggest mistake has been going against my gut instinct, not wanting to believe that, wanting to see the good in people. And I always end up being right. And my daughter has a very strong opinion of her father. So obviously she knows I'm not lying about any of this. She has to know. I think she just doesn't want to accept it right now because she had to accept one reality for so long and to have to admit that your father and stepmother, the two people you trusted during that time, lied to you. That's not easy. I get it. But, you only get one mom. And I just can't understand why she clings on to a woman that robbed her of her mom, I'm struggling to understand that. I'm struggling to understand why she wants to cling on to a woman who has lied to her for the last 7 years. And I'm her mother. She should be able to look me in my eyes and know when I'm lying or not. Because I am her mother. She should be able to feel it in her heart and her gut. I don't know if she's scared. I don't know what it is. I just don't know. I better not find out nobody's threatening my kids or anything though, because oh my God, I will flip stupid. I don't know if I hold my composure then if I find out that somebody's threatening my children. Because all I can think about is the things my daughter would tell me in the past. Well, and she even denied that, and I know she has to remember that because she was 8 years old when she told me this. Was about to turn 9. What was I saying? Shit. I don't even know what I was going to say now. What, baby? Yeah, honey. Come here. Oh, what was that? My goodness, don't make them chewing up noises. Come here. My darling. What was that little baby noise? What was that little baby noise? My darling, you're so cute. You're so cute, yeah. Oh yeah, she told me stuff. She has to remember that, and all I can think about is what she was telling me. Like her dad told her if she said my name in their household or mentioned my name that she would get her butt whooped. What else? That he had her lie to DCS and said if she didn't that he would whoop her butt. All I can think about is that over and over and over. And all I can sit here and wonder is she being threatened now with something? I don't know. Because I just don't understand how she can't look me in my eyes and know that I'm not lying. How she can deny wanting to see the proof that she asked to see back in August. I just don't understand. She is a very smart girl. My daughter is not dumb. And I know she says she takes psychology and everything. She should be, firsthand, should know what manipulation looks like. So I'm just struggling with that. And I'm trying to tell myself, people just handle things differently. But I just don't understand why you would want to cling on to a woman that has literally robbed you of your mom. Your mom who loves you very much. This woman and her husband and your father made you think your mom abandoned you. They let you go to bed every night thinking that. I know they love my kids to some degree, but they don't love my kids like I do because I would never do that. And the father of my kids knows the damage it causes because his own dad did the exact same thing. My parents did it. We used to talk about how we would never do this to our kids. He knew the only thing I cared about in this world were my kids. And I'm telling you now, he did this to hurt me. I don't care what he tells anybody because why would you want to make your kids think that their mother who adores them and loves them with all her heart abandoned them? Why would you do that? Why would you want to cause them that kind of pain, them kind of trust issues, abandonment issues? Why would you want to do that? How can you genuinely love our children and do that? I don't understand. And I cannot, I have went over and over and over and over in my head, and I just can't understand. I can't. And they said that they actually told him the truth about running them to the mother-in-laws when I try to come pick them up. But here's the thing. My daughter also said that at first, he said that you didn't show up, you sent your sister. And then he said, I showed up high. So which one is it? Did I show up there high, or did my sister show up? Also, do you think the police would have let me leave if I was high? I called the police myself. It don't make no sense. And the only reason why they told the truth about that is because they know I have the police report. And you ain't gonna, I can't lie about no police report. I'm pretty sure that kind of shit's public record. I don't even know. I think it is. I know this is my aunt and uncle done this to 3 daughters. They have custody of and treat them like shit. That's another thing. Anyways, and they have a mom that would have made sure they had all that and more. There is no excuse for them not going to the dentist, because even during my addiction, I made sure my kids' teeth were taken care of. Okay. And they can't tell me that my children have been to the dentist every 6 months. There ain't no way in hell that his mouth deteriorated like that in 6 months. There had to be signs way before then. And if they were going to the dentist and all this shit regularly, then the dentist would have caught it way before then. I'm sorry, I didn't roll off no turnip truck. I don't understand why she thinks she can keep them. She's getting away with that right now only because the police won't help me. So, therefore, she's getting away with it for now. But it's okay, because all that shit's coming to a screeching halt very, very soon. Mark my words on that. Because she has no rights to them. It's already bad enough that this woman is on my kids' birth certificate until the judge orders her not to be on there. And let me tell you something. That is the most stupidest shit. And I am going to see about going after this county, because why do I even need a judge to order something like that if the adoption was dismissed? You think that would be more than enough for me to go ahead and have her name taken off the birth certificates? Because Grimy Rimy not only filed a fraudulent adoption, but in the process, when it went through for the very short period that it did until I found out, put that shit right in check, they decided to take my name off my children's birth certificates, the one I carried them babies. I am the one who delivered them. I am the one who raised them until I was alienated from them. That is so disrespectful. And they did this knowing, no matter what they tell my kids and other people, knowing in their heart what the fuck they have done. So, anywho, that makes it even worse. And the county, first of all, you're supposed to go through the county our court order is out of. They did not do that. They went to the county they lived in. So the county that did our court order and our court order is out of doesn't even know any of this has happened yet. Oh, they're about to shit a brick. Okay, so this is what happened. 2019, I got to sitting there thinking, I'm like, I won't send my kids Easter baskets, but I'm scared they're not going to get it. And I want to do this and I want to do that. I want to take care of my kids. And I got to thinking, I'm like, you know what? Let me test it out and let me send these Easter baskets and see if the kids will get them. I wrote a letter and I said, please unblock me. I said, if y'all unblock me and let me know that the kids have got their Easter baskets, I will send them more stuff. Let me send them phones so they can communicate with me. Blase, blase, blase. They get the package because it says delivered when I call the tracking number, but I'm still blocked. They never unblock me. I'm pretty sure I tried to call from my husband's phone or a text at number I made up, and they blocked that. Okay, so they didn't let me know that the kids had gotten it, that they had actually given it to the kids. A week later, not even a week later, something like that, they go and file a fraudulent adoption by placing an ad in the newspaper. They said that they have not heard from me. That's humorous. Also, don't let me forget that I reached out to my baby's daddy's dad to let him know too about these baskets, or he's seen the pictures of it on my Facebook, and he commented under it, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. And I'm like, no, I put it on blast right there. I can go find the post for y'all. Actually, I said, nah, and maybe I messaged them. It was one of the two. I put them on blast nonetheless, and I was like, nah, I'm not kidding. Your son has been alienating me from my kids, and I got into the whole spiel, okay? And I'll gladly pull that shit up and show y'all, well, after court, because I don't know if I have already shown that before. I might have. I don't know. Anyways, just know that his father was all up in the mix. Anywho, so they hadn't heard from me, that my last known whereabouts were in the county they lived. Now, here's the thing. Before I ever moved to New Jersey, I moved to Chattanooga, and I explained to my ex that I was leaving there and going to move to Chattanooga because I needed to get away from that area, that my sobriety was on the line. I felt like relapsing, and I needed to get out of that area. That's exactly why I did it. And he couldn't just be proud of me for trying to remove myself from the situation and not relapse. Instead, I had to be the worst person in the world and a sorry-ass mom and all this. I explained to him, I said, if you will keep the kids during the week and let them finish out the school year, that would give me enough time to get on my feet, because I was moving in with my mom, and she didn't even really know it until I just popped up to supposedly visit her and told her I wasn't leaving. Anyways, fuck, where was I? Yeah, I told him that if he let the kids stay there during the week, because we're allowed to change our court order if we verbally agree on it amongst each other, is exactly what my lawyer told me when we made the custody order, that if we verbally agree on something, that's fine. So I told him to let the kids finish the rest of the school year out with him, so during the week, and I would come get them every weekend or every other weekend. Because my mom, look at the childhood I had. Now, she's never went out of her way to do anything like that to my kids, because my mom already knows I will kill her ass over my kids. Anyways, but I did not want my kids around my mom for long, extended periods of time, just in case they become too much for her, because my mom just gets ill looking at kids, okay? I didn't want to have to beat her ass, basically. So I needed my kids there for very small doses until I was able to get us a place, because, we were struggling. Plain and simple. I was clean. I was trying not to go backwards in my recovery. I was doing it for the right reasons. I told him that at the end of the year, if we could not come to an agreement together, that we would go in front of a mediator to do it, because the father of my kids is difficult. So I knew it would probably be an issue trying to come to an agreement, because it's his way or no way. He doesn't know how to compromise. It's always been me doing all the compromising. That's just how it is. He was pissed about it, okay? But he did agree to it. And I told him that he didn't have to do shit. I said I would do all the traveling. He had to do nothing, just let my kids finish out the school year, because I didn't, it was the, let's see, it was the beginning of the school year. I knew it was going to take me a little bit before we could get our own place. Might as well let them finish where they've been all these years. It was already bad enough they were going to have to switch schools, but I didn't know if we were going to be living in the same area as my mom or not, or where we would end up, and I didn't want to be switching them to a couple of different schools, you feel me? Because they have been in one steady school, except for when I had moved to another county once upon a time, and then not too long after that, DCS got involved. Not the best moment of my life, okay? Anywho's, but he's pissed, but he does agree to it, and it goes halfway decent up until the alienation starts. And it starts because he thinks I called DCS on him and accused him of some horrible ass shit. That's not what happened at all. And I never called DCS on my kids. But, you know, I told my husband before I moved, because my husband had to do a little convincing, because he did want to get me out of the area. He had to convince me. He was like, "We should probably go up there towards where your mom is." And I was like, "No, but, you know, nobody wants to put up with my mom, blah, blah, blah." But, you know, I knew he was right, because my husband knows me better than anybody. He knew that my sobriety was on the line. I knew it. We needed to get the fuck out of there. So, you know, that's just how it is. But, you know, he should have been happy that I was trying to do what was best for my children. But anyways, so he says that my last known whereabouts were in the county that he was in. Well, that's a fucking lie, because I was in Chattanooga for 2 years. 2 years before ever moving to New Jersey. I was in Chattanooga when the alienation started. He was very much aware of that. And what else was it? My last known whereabouts. What else was it? Hold on. He hadn't heard from me. My last known whereabouts. And there was one more thing, I feel like. What was the third thing? Tommy, do you know? Oh, shit. He hadn't heard from me. He didn't know my last known whereabouts were the county he lived in. And I can't remember. Anyways, he put a bullshit ad out nonetheless. It took 3 months for these people to adopt my kids out. They didn't check into anything. His lawyer admitted to my last lawyer that he did not check into what his client told him. He took his word for it. Well, you know, they use Facebook for a lot of criminal stuff to find people with warrants, everything else. Explain to me why nobody could have put my name up in the Facebook and pulled me right on up and contacted me. Please explain that to me. Please explain to me how the father of my kids knows where my husband's mom works. And she has worked there since my husband was, 2 years old? He knows exactly where her job is. So if he was trying to contact me so bad and subpoena me to court, then why didn't he go up to Tommy's mama's job? Why did nobody look into this? And it's plastered all over my Facebook because I was putting the word out to people I knew that knew us, because I didn't know what he was telling people. And in my heart, something told me that he was going to be trying to tell people I abandoned my kids because he wouldn't want to take responsibility for doing what he had done. And I'd be damned. I'm like psychic, bitch. I wish I could read my future. Hell. Well, you know, honestly, I've actually had many gut feelings that were right. I just decided to go against them bitches. But you know, everything happens for a reason, right? I'm not going to Knox County. I'm not staying in the county. And me and my lawyer already have a plan. I have personally put the court date off for a little while for personal reasons that I will not disclose until after it's all said and done. And then I'll tell y'all everything. So, yeah. This shit, talking about it gets my anxiety up. I've been crying this morning because I wanted to get my son. You know, our court order states that I'm supposed to get him 1 week of both of the kids 1 week, and he's supposed to get them the next week. Well, you know, I've been carrying my son back and forth to summer school. To take him to his summer school, it's 45 minutes there if there is no traffic, okay, and 45 minutes back. And with traffic, it can be about an hour. Great to do it. I miss doing shit like that. I'm their mom. However, that's a lot to do, and he thinks he's going to stay in that school. Honey, I am not going to be driving. Maybe I will. We'll see. Anyways, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'd rather not drive 4 hours. I think it would be smarter for him to have a fresh start at a new school anyways. Change can be good sometimes. But, you know, I miss doing stuff like that. I'm happy to do it, but I also was waiting for him to get out of summer school so I had more time with him. We could do more things, spend more time together. Well, his last day of summer school is dropped on me, which my son had mentioned staying at his dad's for the rest of summer. I'm like, no, that's not happening. Your dad's had you plenty of summers. I want time with you too. I've been waiting on you to get out of summer school. His dad never discussed anything with me though, and on the last day of school, he dropped the bomb on me that from that point on, he's going to have scholar for the rest of summer, and that he would allow me to have them on weekends. And I told him that wasn't fair, that I've been waiting on him to get out of school, and I want more than just weekends with him. That we should go by what our court order says until we go to court. He goes, I already had this planned out. That's the problem. You already had it planned out. You didn't discuss anything with me, and that's not fair. He goes, I'm even trying to be cool by letting you have him on the weekends. Excuse me? You want a fucking cookie for being a father and co-parenting, but how dare you try to say you're allowing me and trying to be cool about me having my own son for the weekends when I should have him more than for the weekends. If you want to get technical, since I've been robbed out of so much, I should have him for the whole damn summer. He shouldn't have him at all. Okay? Okay. But I'm at least willing to do me 1 week, him 1 week. Oh, nope. His way or no way. And now, I came to get my son today because my son tells me they have plans for Saturday and I can get him Sunday. So I can only get him basically when I'm taking him to do stuff and everything else, and because they got plans. Well, I said, that's not my problem. Y'all shouldn't have scheduled it on my weekend. He goes, suck it up, buttercup, just like his dad tells me and has always told me. And I'm like, that's bullcrap. So what I'm thinking is his dad basically bribed him to keep him for the weekend so he wouldn't come. Oh, I can hear him now. Oh, I was going to take you to do this, but you're going to your mom's. Oh, I'll blow her off, you know? Y'all, I got to pee real quick. I'm sorry. I'm on a rant this morning, baby. I'm pissed. I'm hurt. I'm all the above. Y'all, thank you for listening to my problems. It really helps me just get it out. All I need is support, though. No unsolicited opinions, advice. I'm handling this situation the best way I know how, you know what I mean? Telling me what you've been through or something and what happened in your situation is fine. I just don't want nobody telling me what I need to do, how I should do it. I got this, you feel me? People piss me off. Yes, they do. People piss me off. How about you? People suck sometimes. People suck sometimes. there's a gap in y'all's comments. You're so right, girl. Next time you get him, I will keep him. Oh yeah, that can't get away with that though, you know. But I'm trying to not to be like them. First of all, you know, because I'm better than that. But second of all, my son is not going to allow it. You know, it's easy to do something like that when they're little for their best interest, but it's harder to do that when they have already been brainwashed and they're teen. You know what I mean? And teenagers. Brittany, I don't want to talk about that, honestly. So, I mean, obviously, if you can't read in between the lines from the posts that I make on TikTok and come to a logical conclusion, then, you know, I don't want to talk about it, though, or I would be talking about it, and I'm not going to talk about it for more than one reason. I hate it for me too, but I mostly hate it for my kids. You know, I'm pretty much numb to it. It still hurts, but I'm also very numb to everything. And I'm honestly glad that I'm numb right now because I would be a complete mental case. I'm really, my heart breaks for my kids because, you know, kids should never feel like they have to choose between their parents, stuck in the middle. And I don't want them feeling like I'm trying to make them choose just because I'm telling them the truth. I'm only forced to tell them all of this because their father has lied to them for so long. It's not something I enjoy. I hate seeing my kids hurt. Me knowing that this is gonna hurt my kids breaks my heart, you know. And I hate that this has happened. And I hate that it took me 7 years to be able to get a lawyer constantly involved in it. And I'm sorry for that, but I did the best I can, you know. I also went through a very deep depression, one of the worst depressions I ever had in my whole life. I've been completely lost without my kids. I definitely haven't been living. You know, my daughter sees me smiling in videos, and you know that one video I said I'm living my best life. I'm living my best life to the best I can without my children, you know. I have gotten so used to having to pretend things are okay all my life when shitty things happen that I guess I sort of just do it now without even realizing it. Like, I will smile right in your face and try to act like everything's fine in my life and I could be dying inside, you know? And I have to do that or I would not be able to live at all. And like I said, I'm not even really living, I'm just existing. Since I've gotten to see my kids, I feel like the life has been pumped back out of me, back in me. But I also feel like when my daughter won't even come around or my son starts saying these hateful things that the life is being pumped back out of me, you know? And it's just like I'm constantly being brought back to life. It's just, I don't even know how to explain it. But I really feel worse for my kids. I'm just ready for it all to be over with. It's gonna, you know, I just hate my kids had to go through this. Everything I try to protect them from and having to go through this dysfunctional bull crap. I just feel like their dad and stepmom were like, boom, right into the fire. Boom, throw the kids into the fire. Let's destroy this bitch. You know? Because they didn't care how they had to destroy me and hurt me, even if it meant messing our kids up. And now my daughter, who was once carefree, is anxiety ridden. Not secure in herself. My son is very angry, talks about Don, has told me that if I take his dad to court that he will off himself. Do you know how it feels to hear as a mother, hear your child say that to you? So, all this shit sucks and my kids going through this sucks. But I do believe in the end, when it's all said and done, justice will be served. Because I won't stop until it is. And I'm going to help heal my kids. And, you know, shitty things happen. for good things to fall into place. I do believe, because if you look at every shitty situation, normally there is a positive outcome in most situations. So maybe my kids have been through this to do something to better the world somehow. I don't know. I just wish that I could take all the pain from them and put it on myself. I would take every ounce of pain just so they never had to feel any. And you know, the more I try to protect my kids from all this, the more it just ended up happening anyways. And I almost believe that I worried about it so much that I spoke it into existence or something. It's almost like the moment that the father of my kids realized he couldn't use himself to hurt me anymore because I had fell out of love with him at that point and I was over him, that's when he started using my children. And you know, this has slowly been happening over the years. It just finally got to the point where they just snatched them all together by not giving them back because they knew there was nothing I could do. I guess they probably done some research finding out that they could keep the kids and that the police wouldn't get involved. If I would have got a good police officer though, and they would have looked at the facts of the matter, they would have went with the court order. They can get involved if they choose to do so because there has been many cops who have gotten involved and enforced court orders before. However, they don't have to, and they can tell you to take it to court because it's still a matter. They should have got involved, and I fucking hate them cops for not getting involved. And I hope when they see me in that courtroom that I hope that it hits them in their head what they fucking did to me and my children. Because if they would have gotten involved, none of this would have happened. I had nobody to back me up because I was just some junkie criminal to them. Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself, Lisa. I just wish it wasn't taking them so long. Thanks, Jocelyn. I don't understand why he isn't. He doesn't care. Because he has gotten away with everything his whole life that he thinks he's invincible. He's never had any repercussions for his actions. It's always been a little slappy slap on the wrist. That's why that's another reason why I used to say that I wouldn't put him in jail or anything even for this, because I didn't want to be like him, and I didn't want to do it because I was hurting. I wanted to do what was best for my kids. However, now it's been 7 years too long. He has lied to my kids and has made them think that I've abandoned them so he didn't have to take accountability for what him and his wife have done. They allow my children to go to bed every night thinking that their mother, who loves and adores them, abandoned them. Do you know the kind of psychological trauma that does to a child in itself? Trust issues and everything else. My son has straight up told me that he tells lies to people because he doesn't trust people. And he blames that trust problem on me because he thinks I abandoned him. He trusted me with his life and he thinks I just threw it away. And I didn't. I would never. I went through all the shit I did with DCS because I loved my kids, not because I was going to abandon them once I put myself through all that bullshit. So with that alone and the damage I have seen that it's caused my kids, and I already knew that it was going to cause them damage, but to see it and see how bad it has damaged them makes me want to go even harder in court. And he needs consequences. He needs time to sit back and really think about what he has done, and he will just continue to do stuff like this if he doesn't get any consequences. Y'all see, he cannot not only not follow the court order, he can't even follow the own agreements he makes himself. He backtracks on everything he says, and every time I jump through one hoop, he's wanting me to jump through 10 more, and I haven't even done nothing to deserve to have to do all that. Him and his wife literally did this. It took me a long time to get a lawyer involved, but I didn't give up until I was able to afford it. And the moment I was able to, I did. The moment that they allowed my kids to start getting stuff, and I knew for a fact my kids were getting it, what the fuck did I do? I continued sending stuff. I continued taking care of them as a mother should, as I always did before they pulled this stunt. Anytime we've gotten insurance or anything, we make sure my kids also have it. My kids are under our AFLAT plan. They are under our insurance. They are under the life insurance. But it just pisses me off. I'm sorry, nobody comes back and drops 20K on 2 kids they just decide to abandon after going through all that bullshit with DCS, getting clean, and everything. It just don't make sense. It don't add up. I have proof out the yin yang. Hell, if people have been paying attention for as long as I've been on this platform, and with all the crap they've done, they've seen the shit unfold a little bit, you know? I think you already say the truth, but this doesn't happen. That's what I'm thinking too, Jamie. I really do. I swear I think the same thing, just from things that my son has said. Yeah, they definitely should. They definitely should. And you know, it's almost gotten to the point where I'm like, do I even need to allow? Because I've always said that I would never keep the stepmom and the stuff from them because, you know, I don't want to be like them. But with them having my kids so brainwashed and doing all this, and even having it to where my daughter doesn't even want to see me, it's almost like I feel like maybe her not being around them is best for them, especially for a while anyways. I'll never keep them from their sister or anything, but honestly, they can see their sister through their dad. She's not even technically their stepmom anymore either. You know, I don't want to be like that. I never wanted to be like that, but I almost feel at this point that that's what's best for my kids, because this girl is delusional. She has really hit her rocker. Just like when she asked me to walk away from my own kids. I have text messages of her asking me to walk away from them, telling me that she just wants to see them have the best life possible, and she would make sure they go on to college and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you're right. They're going to do all that, but they're going to do that with me right there. You can't just take someone's kids, lady. I don't care if I suffered with an addiction problem once upon a time or not. I always took care of my kids, even throughout my addiction. Did I make mistakes throughout my addiction that I'm not proud of? Absolutely. Unfortunately, Xanax is to blame for that. And if you know anything about Xanax, then you already know. I wowed it, and you know, I tried to do my best to make sure that my addiction didn't interfere with my kids. And you know, I thought that as long as I was not getting all fucked up and shit when my kids were right there and I was waiting for them to go to their dads before I got like that I was doing right. But little did I realize that I was going to go out in public and start stealing shit and stuff because I'm under the influence. And even when I did do that and realized it, when you're on Xanaxes, you feel invincible. You don't really realize what you're doing. It's just messed up, okay? I hid all that from my kids and everything. And I hate that the things that I did have affected them. And I'm genuinely sorry for that. However, we had already worked through all that, and we're continuing to work through that because, you know, I constantly would tell my kids that mommy was sick. You had to go stay with your dad for a little while because of that. When y'all get older, I will tell y'all everything. I just didn't feel like they were the appropriate age to hear about mommy snorting pills up her nose, okay? And my daughter told me that, you know, her dad and them played a part in that too. So I guess my daughter would hear my husband and us argue, just like any parent. Couples argue. Even if you try to go to the bedroom and have an argument, your kids are hearing it. You know, it happens. And it shouldn't have happened really at the rate that it was, but I was also in addiction and everything else. So they would hear us, but there was way more good. And it's not like we were sitting there hitting each other and not fighting in front of them or anything. We were bickering at each other just like most married couples do. Anyways, and I guess they would mention it to their stepmom and dad, and they would make a even more big deal and act like that we were just brawling out in front of the kids and just, going ham on each other in front of the kids or something. It wasn't like that. We were bickering back and forth. Y'all know how married couples can be, especially when you're around each other all the time. So they started already planting that seed in their head then. And I don't know how it came about. Well, I do know how. All of a sudden now, my daughter comes on the platform back in October 2020 saying that I beat my husband until she thought it was normal. I swear on everything, there is no truth to that. There is no truth to that. Have my husband and I been in physical altercations? Absolutely. But my kids were at their father's for that. And there's only one incident that they were even in the house for, and they didn't even see anything really. All they could see is Tommy's back and my feet and stuff. And I went in there and talked to them about it immediately. And that's as honest as I can be about that. But they definitely didn't see any of the other shit or whatever. And the only reason why they even know about it, my ex and them, is because my husband, and I told my husband that I didn't trust his brother because he was hanging out with the father of my kids. And his brother had an addiction problem. And I know that the father of my kids can be very grimy. So basically, he was paying my husband's brother in drugs to get information about me. I would tell my husband not to confide to his brother. He did not. He told me he wouldn't, but he didn't listen to me, and he didn't. And he told him about some physical altercations that we had gotten into. So who do you think his brother went back and told? The father of my kids. And then that's how the father of my kids knows about it. But that shit never, ever, 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 ever happened in front of my kids. That's a bullshit lie. And I will take a lie detector tests in a heartbeat. I'm already trying. I've already been looking into places that I could take a lie detector test down here. I already looked in New Jersey when I was up there, but I'm looking down here. And I'm trying to get it where the father and stepmother will take a lie detector test with me. As a matter of fact, Tina, who is in the chat right now, is one of the people that helped donate towards that lie detector test. And yes, I still got the money for it, period, poo. Anyways, I'm trying to get it to where they will take the lie detector test with me. Well, they don't want to take it, and my kids are like, oh, we don't believe in that or whatever. Well, I don't think it's going to be a coincidence when they both fail and I pass. I'm sorry. And lie detector tests are very accurate. You can't go by the ones you watch on YouTube and people pay people for these. You can't go by that. There's actual professionals. They have used lie detector tests before. It's not admissible in court, but in some cases they have been known to use it, like in murder cases and stuff. So, but just like my kids don't want to see the proof, and my son said something about it being faked. So I guess now they have told my kids that my proof is fake. I don't know, but I told my son, I was like, okay, well then if it's so fake, your stepmom has had the same number all this time. That's who I've had to message, because I wasn't allowed to have the father of my kids' phone number up until, when was it? August, September of last year, when I mentioned it over and over online, how I had to go through the stepmom for everything and stuff, and all of a sudden I was able to have it. Go have her phone records, pull it up, and let's match them. Let's match them. I would love to see them texts. I bet you they're going to match the texts I have. And the reason why they don't want nobody seeing them is because everything I said is in them text messages. And that's the tea, sis. Put that in your pipe and smoke on it. Hey, Amy. Our waffle and giveaway winner, period. No court is going to allow the stepmom to keep the kid. Exactly. I already know this. That's what I'm saying. That ship is about to sail. I'm just trying to get through this and... Yep. It's about to go down. Good AM. I'm hungry. I really wish Waffle House would deliver because I really want some. I had a girl cash at me some money a few weeks ago for a little tanning sesh, and I still haven't took that tanning sesh, and I seen a tanning bed or tanning salon not far away, but I'm thinking about going to it and having a little tan sesh because my ass is getting too white for my liking. Next week, I'm going to get a gym membership, and I'm trying to find a gym that will allow my son to go to. In New Jersey, we're allowed to take our kids, but I don't know about Tennessee. I'm sure they have to have something, though. And if they don't, then I'll put my son in kickboxing or whatever he wants to be put in. Good morning, Stacy. What's funny is she don't realize that. I think she does, and that's the only reason why I'm even remotely getting to get my kids and stuff and for damage control. But, I mean, if she don't realize it, then something's really wrong. I'm chit-chatting with y'all. My favorite is candy in the whole wide world. I'm a stepmom of 3, and their mother died when they were really young, so we had to do things legally for me to... What does it have to do with my situation, though? I mean, that's a little bit different than alienating kids from their mom and trying to replace their mom. That whole situation is not even on the same level as mine. I mean, your situation is actually understandable. Now, if you go taking the mom who died off the birth certificate and stuff, then I'd probably have to judge you. Okay, Amy. I really wish I could meet the stepmom and come visit. I love your petty, Tracy. And 5 for mine. How bitter do you think she's over my one video? Probably complaining to my daughter about it. But my daughter's not saying anything because I talk about her stepmom constantly puts her in the middle. You know? Damn, did I say that out loud? Coping 101. Damn, I feel like these comments are hella delayed. What you doing at your friend's house? Y'all prank calling anyone? You can see how they have to unmouth you. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Look. My son is definitely mimicking his father. First of all, he's a teenager. And teenage boys want to be like their dad. You know, that's just how it is. Also, he's been taught to disrespect me. The stepmoms already told them they could talk to me however they wanted. If y'all remember that TikTok a while back. If they've heard their father and everybody else dog me constantly, and they've been taught they can disrespect me, then it's only expected that's exactly what they'll do, right? if I take my son's text messages or just what my son says and I put it up to his dad's messages or anything else I have that has come out his dad's mouth, he sounds just like him. It's mimic behavior for sure. Just like my ex has always been one of them people. Look, my ex went through a lot of crap growing up, and this is why it makes it even more disappointing that he's doing that to our own kids. He never got help for any of that. And he become very aggressive and angry. He wanted attention so bad, and he wanted people to like him, even though he claims he doesn't care about any of that. He really does. So much to the point that he would almost need to feel inferior to people. He needed to bully and intimidate them in order for him to have power so he can feel in charge, because he was never in charge before, you know. People had already fucked him up and stuff. So, with his own friends, anybody that's in his life, he will try to intimidate them and stuff and pick on them, and he thinks that gets people to like him. And really, anybody that's ever been my ex's friend don't like him and talk crap behind his back. They have talked crap to me behind his back. And he is teaching my son to do that. If you go back and watch my son's TikTok of him on the bus, he's doing that to one of his friends. And my son thinks that's just what the boys do. And yeah, the boys are rough and tough and all that, but boys are not supposed to be trying to intimidate and bully their friends. And if they are doing that, that's not good, and that's not just a boy thing. That's not okay. It's toxic. And it's really sad. I told my son, I said, I want you to be better than me and your dad. He goes, oh no, I want to be just like my dad. I said, no, you're going to be better than your dad. You're going to be better than me. You're going to be your own person. You need to figure out who you are. Don't live through your dad, nor I, or anybody else. I want you to live for who you are. You know, but he, you know, he's a teenage boy. He wants to be like his dad, but it doesn't help that, you know, his dad's teaching him these behaviors and how to treat people. Like, my ex will get drunk, and well, I heard he don't drink no more, but he used to a lot after me. And he would chase his friends around the trailer with guns. And one friend he took with him to Georgia to see family, and his dog, my ex's dog, threw up, and Tommy was there for this. Tommy, what did he tell him? He told his friend, get down there and pick that up, and his friend did. All right, Holly, you're weird. When I go to Canada, I go to the full time. Starting out like burn, it's crazy because I never used the loose lotion. Yeah, I always do that too. But I won't burn right now because it's only been a few weeks that I ain't been, or like a month or so. And I normally don't burn anyways. Maybe the first, if I don't go to a tanning bed or out in the sun for a long time, like a few years, that's typically where I'll get a little burn, maybe on my face and on my shoulders and stuff, but then it ends up tanning. I might peel a little bit in them areas too. I hope things get better. You can tell you are sober and doing good. Yeah, I've been sober for years now. I was sober almost 2 years when this happened. Like, I've been sober since 2012. I had one relapse in 2014. It was like half a day. And I don't take my clean time away for that because I used to. But like my counselor told me, why would you take all your clean time away for messing up half a day? She said it would have been different if you continued to use, but you didn't. You fixed the issue. So, and it stemmed at the hand, and I'm not trying to place blame on it, but this is just facts. I was being alienated from my kids at that point. It was 5 months in, and I got to that stinking thinking stage, like, you know, it doesn't matter how good I do, someone's always going to try to take my kids. That woe is me party. And I was like, fuck it, let's get high. Because I had some girls at work and stuff had some shit. And that was a big mistake. I got into a lot of trouble that night, and that was my genuine wake-up call. You think going through DCS a couple times would have been, and both times DCS themselves even knew that my only problem was I had an addiction. My second caseworkers on both my cases absolutely loved me as a person and a mom. They seen the love I had for my kids and the love they had for me. DCS even got involved to the point because my ex was canceling all my visits and phone calls and stuff, and he was taking advantage of the first DCS workers, letting him get away with that. Well, the second one put a stop to that, period. Oh yeah, I hid her comments because I don't know what the hell she's talking about. But damn, I don't even know what she's talking about now. Hell, I hate when that happens. Anyways, I don't know. Y'all ever go blank when you do that? I heard that's a trauma thing. I don't know if that's true or not, but what is your favorite meal and candy? I'm curious. I like roast potatoes. My favorite meal, I guess steak and a salad or something. But when I was a little girl, my mama cooking fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and corn was my favorite. Fried corn. It can't just be corn. It has to be fried corn. Oh yeah. And then my favorite candy, girl. My favorite candy. You don't know what my favorite candy is. I'm hurt. My heart is hurt. I'm wounded. No, but on a serious note, let me show you. Sweet tart roast, biatch. Damn, they gonna monetize my ass. Kelly, you ain't never had no fried corn, baby girl. Tommy, tell him about my fried corn. Tell him. It's a bomb. Girl, it's so good. I'm gonna have to show y'all the recipe. Damn, I gotta make some fried corn now, girl. I gotta make some fried corn just for you. It is good. It is. And now I got a secret ingredient. Tahini. It's not a secret no more, but tahini. Good shit. Period. Fool. Period. My husband don't even like cabbage, but I make some bomb-ass cabbage too, and he eats it on it. I will definitely do that, Brandy. Tommy, what can I do about our mailbox? It keeps slanting to the side and stuff. Like, do I need to shove a piece of wood in there maybe to stabilize it? And it keeps falling over. So, I don't know why it's like that, but the mail lady ain't gonna be putting my mail in there if I don't get it fixed. Probably put a stake in there or something. Damn. Oh! That's not good. Water just got all over my feet because it was in that mailbox. Okay, this is not going to stay up. Hold on, y'all. I might have the last 10 minutes mail name now because I just got a piece of mail. Okay, that mailbox is just gone. I'm going to have to dig a hole and bury a new mailbox. Ooh, maybe I'll get a pink one. No, I'll use that one. I got to fix that, Tom. Friday, right? Yeah. The day I was supposed to get my son, but I was robbed out of him again. Yeah, I'm bitter. You damn skippy I am. Damn, girl, you beautiful. Ooh, thick thighs. Oh, my. Thick thigh. Hold on. You got to take a moment to appreciate your beauty. If you feeling insecure, baby, you better not. You better stand up and look at your fine self and be like, I'm that bitch. Or I'm that man. Period. Period. Let me stop. Period. No, you that bitch. No, you that man. Period. Period. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, ah. Okay, okay. Okay. I can't do it like that. I suck. Damn, girl, you looking fine and divine. Ooh. Anything with school or permission, she's not authorized. The school's been letting her get away. Man, we won't even go into all that. We won't go into all that. You know, Dad's got custody, so he just probably gave them permission. But the school, she was raised up there all her life. In the last school that they were in, the principal sort of helped them in a lot of ways. But anyways, I can't even talk about that right now until after everything. Thank you, girl. This weight loss is caused by stress. Ah, get into it. Get into it. Get into it. Get into it. I think I'm gonna put a bathing suit on today and do some videos. You heard me. You heard me. You heard me. Do some videos. Let me stop. Not that I was meaning to hear she could be signing. Yeah, I'm sure she is, Cindy. A little sneaky peek, a little sneaky peek, a little one, a little one. Get into it, get into it. That's all you get, though. No, I'm just talking. I'm 5'7", girl. 5'7". Fine and divine, period. Can't tell me shit. Little fucker, if you don't stop trying to go out this door, I'm never going to let you go outside again. You ain't about to be causing me stress, son. You ain't stressing me out, you little shit. Got your ass. You better stop if you want to ever get walked again, little boy. Damn. Come get your son, Tommy. You look so much taller, though. Really? No, I'm 5'7", girl. I'm 5'7". Oh, yeah, Charlie, you can't go out there right now. And you acting like this don't make me want to take you out there. You're getting crazy, son. You putting yourself to the door like a little spider and all. You ain't no little spider. You need to stop trying to escape. Daddy would be so sad if his little baby got away. Daddy's gonna be home soon, okay? He misses you. We go visit Daddy one time before he comes back home, okay? But you gotta stop escaping, baby. Cause you're gonna I know, honey. You're gonna cause Mama a stroke. That's what you're gonna do. I know, baby. But you can't do them things. I know you want some kitty cat pudding. I know you do. I know you do. Princess ain't coming off none. It's tough, son. I know. Do I need to get your little nuts chopped off before you can have babies? Is that what I need to do? I was trying not to take her rights away, but son, you about to make me. Now I got a pretty little kitty next door, okay? And if you good, over time you'll get that thing, okay? When your daddy comes home, we're going, hopefully I have you trained by then, and then I can let you out to get some kitty cat, and then you come back, right? Okay? Okay? Yeah? Is that a deal? Huh? Is that a deal, son? Look at that sounding like hoe. Look at that, oh, look at that. That's normal. That's texture in the skin. And for years, I hated that crap. I really hated it on my butt, though. But, you know, I'm starting to think it's cute on the back of my legs or whatever, you know. Starting to appreciate that cellulite, and you need to do the same. Don't be insecure. Got them on boobs, too. It's normal, baby. On my stomach, too. Now, I love the ones on my stomach because these are for my kids. And just one little stretch mark is from Marissa, and it's on this side. The rest are from Skylar. So, with Marissa, I use cocoa butter galore, okay? So I only got that one little stretch mark from her. With my son, I got lazy and I didn't. So I ended up getting the rest from him. But they really look like tiger stripes. And I just think they're cute. And in the summer when I get a tan and stuff, I don't know. I've never been insecure about the ones on my stomach. But I don't like them on my butt because it looks like a diaper from behind. See? This is my insecurity. It looks like I have a diaper on from behind. Now see, from the side, that shit looks good. You feel me? But from behind, it looks like I got a diaper on. I don't like that shit. You feel me? And I used to be really insecure about all of this, and I hated on my butt and stuff, but now I'm starting to appreciate it a little bit. No, because, you know, society gets into your head, and you feel like you have to look a certain way, and blah, blah, blah. But really, we need to embrace our natural beauty, okay? But I would like a BBL or something to fill out my hip dips. Because I hate my hip dips. I mean, it don't look too bad right now, but in certain clothes, I look awkward as hell. And then I want my gut to be on flat. You feel me? Flat. And move it to my booty, because it ain't big enough. I want that booty to sit up like a horse, you know? Well, is that a good way? Horse? I want it to look like a damn peach, and I want it to sit up nice and divine, okay? And then I need some little lippy fillers. That's what I want. And then I want a eyebrow lift. So I have this beautiful palette. An eyebrow lift, but I want this to be stretched out so I don't look crazy, but without all the tightness in the face. Other than that, I'm still fine and divine, bitch. I'm scared to try a waist trainer because I have endometriosis, so anything squeezing my stomach puts me in a lot of pain. But I have wanted to try that. So I probably will try it. I'm just scared because of the endometriosis. But yeah, I want that butt up, you know. Right now it's hanging for dear life. I need it up a little bit. So we're going to work on that in the gym. That's my problem area. And then my stomach. And my arms. It ain't too bad. And I wish my boobs. I want a breast lift so bad. I want them bitches to stand at attention, okay? I want them to be nice and perky. Yeah, be nice and perky, ho. Anyways, but I was looking into the surgeries for that, and I would have to get something called the lollipop. And it goes up and around the nipple, and I don't like that. See, if I can just get it around, because I don't need implants or anything, I just need a lift. You feel me? That's all I need is a lift. But I'm starting to get used to the natural breast. Juicy Fruit helped me a lot with that because she rocks her natural breasts and stuff. And I'm like, damn, she actually looks cute or whatever. Why don't I look like that? And then I was like, you know, I think it's in my head. So now I'm starting to appreciate my natural breasts a lot more. But I ain't gonna lie with them bitches up at here, okay? Okay? I just don't want that scarring. However, I've seen some people scarring that have the lollipop, and it actually don't look that bad after a while. But I'm getting older, so I don't know if my skin's going to bounce back like that or not. So that's one thing. But if they just did it around the nipple, I'm all down for that. So I'm like, maybe I should just have a consult, but I think they're going to have to do a little lollipop. But that's just things I want to get done, not things I need to get done to enhance my beauty. I don't really want anything added to my body. I just want what I already got just enhanced a little bit. But if it never got done, I wouldn't give a shit. Because, girl, you know, you feel me, you feel me, you feel me, you feel me. Now, I didn't used to be like this. I used to be real insecure and stuff because I was put down my whole life. But you gotta realize who that is. Period. No. But it has to be in this house or something somewhere because if I watch my videos back when I came back from Dollar General that day, it was on my necklace. So I haven't seen it yet. I looked in the trash out there and everything. I just hope that it didn't fall to the bottom and I didn't realize it or something. But yeah, still no luck on that. You're so funny. I love it. I'm glad you think so, girl. I'm glad you think so. Some people think I'm annoying. Like, my ex has always called me annoying. Now he's got my son calling me annoying. I'm like, boy, you know I'm the shit. Let's go upstairs. I need to make sure this live is monetized. I hate that. Can I not have it to where it automatically turns my video on monetized? Y'all, don't forget, watching the ads, I get paid for regardless if you skip it. However, if you watch that whole ad, your girl gets paid more. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button as you enter the room. I kill to have a moon like you. A moon like me? Girl, you tripping. My moon is not where it needs to be. My moon be looking like a diaper some days. In certain pants, especially. I need a better setup. Alright, I'm going to leave y'all in charge and I'm going to go smoke this cigarette out this window. I'll be right back. Be right back, baby. Watch me dance. Watch me twerk. Watch me dance. Watch me twerk. Watch me dance. Watch me twerk. What are you doing, Vinkles? Thought about that after the fact. Oh, I was locked out of my OnlyFriends, by the way, and I was not happy with it. And then they want me to verify my age, which I've already done that once. But anywho, they want me to verify my age again. So I will snap a picture of my driver's license and stuff, and then that all goes through. But the moment I go to scan my face, because they also want you to take a picture right then as well of yourself, it won't do nothing. So I've had to write them and get them to fix that. So it's been a mess. That's the only reason why I haven't been posting and stuff. Because I came back on there and I was about to go ham, and then I got locked out of my account. And I don't know if it's for the age thing, but I understand because I've already sent them in my ID in the beginning of all this. So I don't get it. So I don't know if somebody's been petty and has went on there and tried to say I'm underage or what. But yeah, that's really the reason. I was like, that just makes me look bad because I tell everybody I'm finally back and then I get locked out of my account over some bullshit. But I really think someone's trying to tell them that I'm underage or something. But I had to write support because I'm like, how am I supposed to send you my ID if when I go to capture a picture of my damn self, it's not allowing me to do so? People report. I guess maybe I gotta find out about this because I've already wrote them, and when they tell me some bullshit, I'm gonna go off. But yeah, I'm thinking that's what it is. Probably my baby's daddy. I hate the way a fall feels. It makes me cringe, honestly. You too. I miss you, Papa Bear. Mm-hmm. Oh, I miss you, puppy. Yes. Oh yeah, they probably can. He shouldn't even know about it like that. And he can say he's seen it on my TikTok all day long, but he's trying to say I'm doing porno over there and stuff. And I said, first of all, I'm not. But if I was, that's my business because I'm a grown woman. So I'm pretty sure his dad went and whatever. Just shows you how toxic he is. But anywho's, I'm a grown woman, okay? What does he think grown people do behind closed doors? But anyways, I try to keep my shit real classy, and anything that people want XXL, they pay more money for, because I'm not just gonna sell stuff like that to just anyways, because I have to weed out the trolls and stuff. But anyways, I mostly do sexy photos and stuff. That's what it is. Sexy lingerie, dancing, little cute dancing videos, shit like that. The more provocative stuff, people have to pay a higher price for, and most of it doesn't even show my face or anything. And if they want my face shown, they gotta pay even more. But I'm a grown woman. At the end of the day, it's my body. People do it for free every day. So if I want to take a sexy picture up on the internet, not just anybody can see it. You have to pay a subscription. That's my business. I'm grown, baby. I do grown up shit, no matter if I have kids or not. But their father doesn't like it, and of course, he's telling my son about it. My son I'm his mom, So but that's my business, and people need to get out of my child's ear about that. My daughter, she's very supportive about it. She doesn't care. She is actually very supportive with that type of work in general, which really shocked me, but I was really proud of her. They shouldn't be telling your kids your business. I mean, yeah, and they tried to say that he learned about all of it from my TikTok. I hardly ever mention it on there, and I knew the moment I posted a video like that, they were going to try to use that as the scapegoat, but apparently he even knew it. Anyways, he knew about it before then. It's definitely his father and them. I wasn't born yesterday. They could tell someone else that bullshit, but my son is trying to say I'm doing porno and stuff. I haven't even done any type of porno on there at all. He tried to say his friends bought it. And I'm like, why would your friends be buying that type of stuff anyways? That's not okay. So I knew he was lying in that regard anyways. And I haven't had anything porn related on there. So that's the whole flat out lie. But even when I do, and if I do, that's my business. The fuck? So his dad can go sleep with all these women, do all this other stuff, but as long as he's not getting paid for it, it's okay. His dad watches these women that do stuff like that anyways, porno and stuff, so who is he to judge? Why is this not pulling up? What is going on? I'm gonna restart it. I don't know what's happening. He's 13, shouldn't be knowing anything about it, but with how toxic his dad is, they ain't telling him, but Period. His says send sexy pics to people on the internet. Yeah, and for the free. And asks people for sexy pics for the free. He just mad he's got paid to see mine. That's what he's really bitter about. Because you don't think that man's been on my page? Okay. Okay. He can lie till the birds come home, but I know better. I really hate the way this feels. But I really need to get this because it really bothers my head. Of course, this is gonna be difficult. Jealous you're going to pick. Yeah, I know, and you should want that for someone, especially the mother of your children. But what do I know? What do I know? Yep, I agree. Yeah, sounds like he used you to be the driver from which I don't know if it was for that. I think it was to see if it would be an inconvenience for me, which they're my children. So anyways, because they ride the bus or whatever, but yeah, they definitely did it for not good intentions. Believe that. They wanted a reaction out of me on top of that. Their whole goal is trying to make me look mentally unstable, and if I have any emotion over the situation at hand, that's exactly what they claim. So. What? I've heard of people doing that kind of shit before, but why? So they can have power over that person? Sick, delusional. But I bet he'll say you're crazy, obsessed, and he didn't want you and all this, right? But went sign them divorce papers, though. Ooh, we at 5,271 subscribers. When I hit 10K on YouTube, we having a good giveaway. Best believe that. Important, please sign into your AdSense account to verify the address using the PIN code mailed to your billing address. I haven't received anything yet. Due to COVID, your PIN may be delayed. We apologize for inconvenience this may cause you. Appreciate your patience. Then they just let me send the damn, oh, I guess they need a bill. Why didn't they let me send a copy of a bill or something, man? That's stupid, or my lease agreement. We recently launched your asset page where you can find personal information. I wonder how long it's going to take to get in here. They should have a tracking number on it. Oh, in order to get paid, you'll need to select a form of payment. I guess that would probably be important to do. He had to be threatened to sign the divorce paper because he was married. Oh yeah, that's illegal as hell. I'm surprised that that marriage was even, your payments are on hold because you have not verified your address. Well, when I get the PIN, I'll verify. Important check if additional tax information is required from you. All YouTube creators and partners are required to submit tax information to ensure any applicable taxes on your payments are accurate. Kelly, there you go, being amazing again. Thank you. I'm watching you on my TV. Period. I'm at Disney Star. Disney Star. And I was playing. Disney's like, bitch, we don't want you. Oh, I don't think they're gonna let me select a form of payment until I get that PIN. My W-9 was approved. All right. They wanted to see if you would keep up with it and see. Oh, yeah, definitely, Kyra. For sure. For sure. But I always did before the alienation, you know what I mean? Crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely getting paid better on YouTube than I am TikTok. Well, when I was getting paid on TikTok. I'm not getting paid from my backup page nor my main page, and I'm going back and forth with TikTok now about it. I've been screwed out a lot of money. I've been screwed out of the marketplace because of these false reports. And what's disheartening is someone can work their ass off to build their page, and at the hands of trolls they can just snatch it away like that. I don't have this problem on any other platform but TikTok, and so do so many other creators, and I keep writing them, so do other creators, and they just continue to ignore it. Changes are slowly being made, but those of us who are creators are still being affected by the marketplace and the TikTok creator fund at the hands of trolls. Kelly, thank you. You're awesome. Well, you're the biggest of. She is. She definitely is. Thank you so much, Kelly, for all the support. You got a wrench, girl? Yeah, I'm definitely making better income over here, for sure. To the people who've been watching the ads, y'all are some real ones, by the way. And Kelly, the support you've shown on these streams really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Pretty freaking awesome. Returning viewers 1.7K, period. Unique viewers 15.9K, period. Subscribers 2.1K, that's 1.9K more than usual that has happened in the last 28 days. Well, since June 4th. Since June 4th. And you can see it spiking up. Man, to everybody that's supporting me over here, thank you so much, because this does help my family out a lot. So I really appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch my videos, thumbs it up, comment, share it, watch the ads. I really, really appreciate it. And that is a free way that you can help support me. And it really does help out. Since I left my ex, I have been happier. Good. You deserve to be happy. I watch all of them. This is your job, to talk to us and keep us happy. Period, boo. That's good, Candy. When my boys go and see him, he does nothing. Yeah, that's how my ex is. It's sad because kids shouldn't have to go through that. You should never be belittling your ex in front of your kids. You know, I might vent to y'all like my friends and stuff, but I don't go tell my kids, oh, your dad's this, that, blah, blah, blah. I could say a lot of bad shit about him, but I don't, for my kids' sake. Now, have I told him out of this whole thing when he keeps saying his dad's perfect and stuff? I said, your dad is not perfect. He's made a lot of mistakes too. Yeah, I have said that. And out of anger, I did snap and call him a piece of shit, but that's the only thing I've done, and that's only after my son rotted me and rotted me and rotted me and rotted me and saying I've abandoned him, and I had to step away at that moment. My boys are... Oh, that's sad. Man, I'm sorry you have to go through that. And if he keeps doing that, I would mention that to the courts. Because that is emotional abuse. Emotional and mental abuse, if you ask me. That's not okay. It's not okay for any kid. And then to know that your babies are special needs on top of that. I'm sorry, man. People are shitty. 48.8K views, y'all, because of y'all. Y'all did that. And I really appreciate it. Your channel got 48,847 views in the last 28 days. You know, I never thought when I started this that people would care enough to even hear what I have to say, much less engage in my content like y'all do. I really appreciate it. And I know not everybody is here out of good intentions, but there's a lot of amazing people here out of good intentions. And it really does help my family out, so thank you. And thank you for taking the time to listen and share my message and stuff, because I really do hope me putting this all out there, because some of it's not easy to talk about. I really hope that that is helping someone somehow. Just thank you. it melts my heart to know people do want to hear what I gotta say, and they want stuff like this to stop just as much as I do. And you know, just not even the alienation thing, just everything, just being there. I mean, just loving me for me, you know. I've never had anybody love me for me. I've always had people put me down my whole life. And to have people that genuinely love me for me no matter what really means a lot to me. That support me enough to watch my videos and watch the ads and stuff, because I hate ads just as much as the next person, you know. People who download apps just to come view my lives and my content and stuff, that stuff means more to me than y'all know, and it's helped me so much. Because there's some days that I don't even want to get up, and y'all help me do that, you know. And I hope that maybe somewhere we can make a change in the justice system. Because the more people that speak out, the more likely it is to happen. Ad type, skippable video ads, 75.6%. Bumper ads, auction, which is 11.4%. Non-skippable video ads, 9.5. Display ads, 3.5. That's pretty awesome. And it's spiking up. I've got 83.8% females and 16.2%. Even males are watching me. Wow, I have a lot of people that are between 18 to 24 on here. That's pretty cool. That even the younger people are listening. I've got people in the Philippines, the United Kingdom, Indonesia, Germany, Iraq, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, South Korea, Japan, Colombia, Vietnam, Russia, Australia, Greece, and so many more places. Man, y'all are awesome. finally got a court date on my grandbabies. It's not... Oh, I hate that it's so long, but I'm glad that y'all do have a court date. But why so long? Man, this court shit is crazy. I am so sorry. It's just now the beginning of July. That's bullshit. They don't care what happens to kids. They all act like they do, and they don't. Never have fried corn. Sarah, what? I'm going to make some and show y'all. Oh my God, it's the best. The system is a joke. Yeah. I'm 24 and I love watching you. Your situation is relatable and I was in your kid's situation growing up. I'm glad you're here, Kelsey. I just hate that you had to go through that. No kid deserves that. I also have been through it, so I know how it is. Not sure, but the dad is still getting sued. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. They don't... They will leave kids that are getting abused with the abusers, but then remove kids who don't need to be removed from families removed. It just, oh, it pisses me off. Unfortunately, court had a good outcome for my dad. He was the one being alienated from my older sister. The judge had with us, but she was almost 18 the day she turned 18. She moved out. I'm so sorry, Brooke. That's what I'm saying. This type of thing really affects children. My kids get beat the shit out of, and then by the grandma and DCS. Won't do shit. Oh, CYS? Is that what they call it where you're at? Won't do shit except blame my oldest. I'm so over the system. I'm so sorry, man. See, this is what hurts me right here, you know? I knew that when I shared my story, there was going to be a lot of people that could relate to it, and that was one of the many reasons that I started sharing. But if y'all seen my inbox on all my platforms that accept inboxes, it's really disheartening to know how many people are going through this. I have kids and adults in my inbox. It's not okay. It's not okay at all. I was only crying because it just means a lot to me that people actually care about me and care about what I have to say and see what I'm trying to do, and just for being there for me, you know. Who would have thought that you can care about people so much that you never even laid eyes on? But you definitely can. The courts here believe that kids don't lie. Kids definitely will lie. If they're being manipulated, brainwashed, and everything else, they will lie because that's what they feel they have to do. They will lie because they have been manipulated and they have so much anger towards the person they've been manipulated, or the person that has been taught that is a piece of shit, basically. So, you know, it's just not okay. It's not all right. Changes need to be made. Children getting removed that don't need to be removed. Children who need to be removed are not being removed. Like Crystal, one of my supporters in the chat right now, she has a certain situation, and her grandkids should not be going to their dads. Points, period, blank. I'm not going to put it out there. If she wants to talk about it, she will amongst the comments. They just shouldn't be there. It's not okay. And she's sitting there, got to worry about her grandbaby's life. I could only imagine what the mother's going through. It's not okay. They're failing these kids, just like DCS workers will get sent out to a kid's to check on a kid's living and stuff, and just because they look okay at the moment, and you know, people can put on a good act, they will leave them children without actually investigating thoroughly, and then you find out the kids end up being killed by these same parents. So far, so good, Jennifer. I'm having some issues with things like the bathtub wanting to drain right still. I'm going to get some Drano and see if that helps it. And then when I wash clothes and stuff, it's bubbling in my sink, but they just replaced all the sewer lines. I think they replaced all of them. I know they placed a lot of them, if not all. Sure, it's all of them, though. It'd have to be, I would think. I don't think they're just going to change part of it. Damn windows. Somebody be trying to climb up there and see me. Get mule kicker. That stuff is effective. What's mule kicker, babe? Oh, for the drain? I've never heard of it. Yeah, I know, right? I was so disgusted when I had to clean that out. I'm sorry, y'all. My allergies have been something the last week or two. I didn't even used to have sinus or allergy issues up until I become a damn addict and got clean. I'm pretty sure I did something to my septum. What are you doing, fatty catty? As long as not, oh, I read that. Yeah, I lost my kids in 2004. Fought for them, got them back 2006 in the court. And you know, look, the thing about the motel, I get it, you know. It's not the best place for kids to be. However, my motel, I lived in a motel for a while. First of all, I lived in them all growing up and stuff. I believe as long as the children have a roof over their head, a bed to lay in, and food on the table, that is the most important thing. A home is what you make it, and as long as you are all together, you know, and the kids are not being neglected, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, you know. And I've been in that situation with my own kids. Hell, I was paying $600 a week. $600 and some change a week for a motel. We made sure my kids had beds. We slept on one bed together, of course. My daughter, we also had a couch in there too, and my kids were younger enough at that time that they could sleep in the same bed or whatever. But even if they didn't want to, I would have gladly slept on the couch. My husband and me would have slept on the floor or anything, you know. We also had a little couch in there. They were very well taken care of. Hell, I was paying more for the hotel than I would have in rent, you know. It was just something we had to do temporarily, and sometimes that's what it results to. I just don't think that children should be taken away for something like that unless they're being neglected. Because at the end of the day, as long as the kids have good parents who love them and stuff, and they have a bed to lay in, and they have food on the table, why would you rip children from their parents because of that and put them in a situation that can traumatize them for the rest of their life? I think there are kids that actually need to be taken away from their abusive parents, and that's what they need to be focused on. He said she didn't care if they lived in a tent. My mom had a house, but that's what they told her. That's what I'm saying. You know, as long as you are all together, it's going to traumatize and do more damage to the kids by ripping them out. And what about they don't have family to go to? You know what I mean? And that in itself is still hard. But what about if they don't have no family to go to, because they do try to put them with the family before anything else, and they have to go into a foster care? Do they really think that that's better for a child than them being with their loving parents that happen to be in a motel? You know? My kids got black eyes when I grew up home. That's what I'm saying. We went to foster care for a couple of weeks, my sister and I. And my mom went to the courts to try to get us back. And I straight up told, and the foster care treated us like little slaves. They had adopted their grandson that he didn't have to do anything, but they treated the rest of us like crap and like little slaves. We all wrote a letter to the DCS workers, and when we went to court over our case, we gave the letter to the DCS workers. They ended up getting fired and stuff because their grandson seen me a few years later in school and said, "Thanks a lot for getting my grandparents fired. You're welcome." Anywho, we went to court, and I made it clear I didn't want to go with my mom because she was abusive, and I wanted to go with my grandma. Well, my grandma wouldn't take us, and they told me that if we didn't go with my mom, that we would go back to foster care. So I had to go with my mom if I didn't want to go back there. So who do you think I was going to pick? My mom. It's my family. I'm already comfortable with them. If I'm going to have to go through a bunch of bullshit, I'd rather do it in the comfort of my own family and not with some stranger. So, imagine kids that have good parents. They're doing everything right. They just happen to be in a situation where they have to temporarily live in a hotel. Ripping kids from their parents like that is not okay. That's not a legit reason to take children from their parents. I'm sorry, it's just not. A home is what you make it. It doesn't matter if you're living up in a damn shack, as long as you are all together and them kids are being taken care of and fed and going to school and got clothes on their back and stuff. That's what matters. Sometimes people get in situations, sometimes life throws curveballs. You got to do what you got to do sometimes, I find it to be absolute bullshit. They will remove a child for living in a hotel with their loving parents, but then leave a child with abusive parents. Make it make sense. The fuck that's what gripes my ass. I mean, people live in a camper. What's wrong with staying in a motel? They still have beds out of the weather. That's what I'm saying. Hell, like I said, I paid $600 and something a week for my motel. It was easier to do that, though, than come up with a large lump sum of money at once, Because at the time, we had been staying at my husband's mom's house or whatever that Ari, she owed a lot of money on because she was buying it or whatever, and we were going to take over payments for it, but that didn't happen. I was freshly clean, I didn't even have a year at that point. I'm pretty sure it wasn't even a year at that point. And so we were going to take over payments and stuff. Well, I realized when we moved in there, it was going to be a lot to repair everything that needed to be repaired. The house got out of hand, so it just, I don't know. Anyways, we ended up not really wanting it or whatever. And then because we were struggling ourselves, and I was freshly clean, and we were trying to basically catch a float from where I had put us so far in debt. We just got to where we couldn't. It wasn't worth it either, and so we went to a hotel and said, fuck that house. And then they ended up foreclosing on it. But I didn't have like $2,000, $2,000 to $3,000 to go drop on a place at once. We needed to stay at the hotel, and it was honestly hard to save for money. So on top of me needing to get out of the area, so I didn't relapse because I already felt on the verge of that, and my husband sensed it as well. We needed somewhere to stay to give us time to get money up to get our own place. And which we ended up doing. But by that time, I was already being alienated from my kids and stuff. We were with my mom from October to about May when I ended up relapsing. I think I had moved out right before my relapse into my own place. Ain't that some shit? Yeah. It was, maybe I moved there in April, and then because my relapse happened in May. I can't remember if I had been there for a week or two or if it was for about a month. It was April, beginning of May when I moved in there. I'm pretty sure it could have been April. I had to ask my husband. I'm pretty sure it was April. Because I think I was there at least a month before the relapse took place. Pretty sure. So I was there for November, December, January, February, March. 5.5 months, 6 months. My kids got, oh, I remember that. And in California, if you have no eviction on your record, no one, hold on, in California, if you have eviction on your record, no one will rent to you, so you have no choice. But see, that's stupid, because shit happens that causes stuff like that to happen. They shouldn't keep you from getting a place at all. It's so stupid. Good morning, Beth. I am so hungry. So very hungry. I might eat one of these toaster strudels. Even though I'm not really in the mood for anything sweet, but... Wow, damn, I probably need to drink this milk. I hope it's not bad. Let's see, what's today's date? July. Okay, July 6th, we're good. Maybe I'll eat some Fruity Pebbles. Good old bowl of cereal. Let me sanitize my hands. Sanitize some hands, bitch. Sanitize. Fruity Pebbles, 50th birthday anniversary. Hold up. Smoke weed every day. That's an old school song right there. Oh, it's all good, babe. Well, you know now, baby. I like Cocoa Pebbles better than Fruity Pebbles as far as the cereal goes. But when it comes to the coffee creamer, I would rather have the Fruity Pebbles. Good morning. Damn, I gotta get more napkins. The only thing I hate about it is when the shit goes under my dentures, it hurts. Just chilling. I'm gonna do some cricket work. I was supposed to get my son, but I've been robbed out of that. I'm gonna reach out again about getting my daughter since I was ignored on that. I gotta run to Walmart too. to go to the bank and see about that bank counter. What pretty girl. She likes feet loving. She likes being petted by my feet. Hey, little bitch. You know you're a pet owner when you're eating cereal, bouncing on one leg and petting your animal with a foot. She's a little bitch. A little bitch. What was on the back of my leg? Dried up blood? Okay, this bowl of cereal ain't hitting the spot. But I ate most of it. I used to love cereal, and I would always say I could live off cereal. And I said that all the way until my late 20s or whatever. Now, I'm not so much a cereal person anymore. Crazy how things change. Like stuff that I didn't like at all when I was younger, I love now. Yeah, the sinks are even backing up. They're draining just very, very slowly. Come on, it don't bother me that cereal not going down. Damn. Is there something they didn't replace that needs to be replaced? Shit, fire. Go smoke me a damn cigarette and hopefully when I come back, it's down. Looks like he's gonna be paying another $5,000 because you just won't have it all done at once. The fuck? I'm really hungry, man. What do I want to eat, y'all? Oh, Bev, thank you. Look at that little kitty cat. Oh, that's cute. I think it said I can upload my own emotes and stuff too. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I gotta set up the membership so y'all guys can get it. I think I at least want to have one tier that is $1. That way for people who can't really afford like $2.99 or something a month. And at least they'll get something, you know. Be back, gotta drive. Okay, honey. I don't know if I'll be on, but we'll see. We'll see. I probably won't though, because I think I am about to get off. It gives you access to different things. Different tiers do different things. Once I have it all set up, I will let y'all know about all of that in a video. I love the cute. Yeah, they are very cute. Hey! Oh, no. Never mind. I seen your last name and thought you were Crystal Gill. She won a giveaway today. Yeah, I have a girl that won a giveaway today for a $10 Ulta card, and before I got on live, she hadn't responded yet. So I'm waiting on her to respond. I'm Butterfly. Butterfly what? I don't know anybody by just Butterfly. Love the Slim Shady video. He was so upset though because he had his earphones in, and when you have your earphones in, it'll look like your lip sync is perfect until you go to upload it, and then it'll be all off. And that's what happened. He had his little earphone. He had his little earphone in or whatever, and there's a little baby over there. Had his earphone in, and it put it off lip sync. He's so cute, little bow-legged self. Oh, happy early birthday, girl. Sorry, I'm trying to fix my plastic. It's a beautiful day. It's not too hot right now. It's a little breezy. It's definitely dry heat today. It's not humid heat, for sure. Very dry heat. I can deal with this dry heat shit. I know. I think it's adorable too, Bev. You know, my paw misses me. I miss him. Don't tell. Butterfly Kisses A7. I think I do know that screen name or username. But hell's bells, y'all. I guess I need to get off of here and do something productive. But I might go back live later. I'm working on a schedule today too for each of my platforms on when I'm going to do sleep streams, so forth and so on. And I'm going to make myself stick to it. I am hopefully taking my son to Pigeon Forge, possibly, along with my daughter if she's going to come. Or something, maybe. There's a couple of different options. But I don't really want to say just in case my daughter comes and she ain't going to want people walking up to us and shit unless, you know, my daughter's with me, run. My son, though, he's all about it. Screen name. You took it back. Damn, you took it back. Screen name laugh out loud. Damn, you took it back. I know, right? I'm sure I'll be going live at some point today. I'll let y'all know when, as per usual. Look out for my TikTok. Yeah. That's another thing, though. I'm working on a schedule today and a budget. Because I need to revamp my budget. Goodbye, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I say goodbye, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. Skymar Nation, period, poo. If you're not following me on here, what are you doing? Join the fam bam, hit that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell so you never miss a beat, period. Also follow me on Simply Christina 87, well, Simply _ Christina 87 on my TikTok, and then my backup account is Simply Christina 87. Yes, get into it. Get into it. Just do it. I love y'all. Peace up, A-Town down. Skymar Nation, period.